What's up, everybody? Liz here. Not quite as far as I was hoping. Liz here with another comic review. How are you doing? I'm feeling much better. Thank you. And if you guys can tell by the other end, I'm moving my stuff all over, but did the toy videos, things. Liz is just feeling a little bit more back lately. But right now, all you can see is my chin. So I should probably change the shot, but this is what we're going to talk about. What? I got a variant cover for this one, Go Go Power Rangers number 14, and you're like, Liz, it's like 2 weeks late. I know. Shh. Let's get into it. Oh no, Billy, what happened? We switched bodies. The cover actually has absolutely nothing to do with the issue, but you know, it's a cute little cover. Anyway, we start off 6 years before arrival day for the normal flashback for Go-Go, and we see Mr. Jason Scott in the Angel Grove Karate Academy. It looks like his dad dropped him off. Apparently, he, before he was Power Ranger, before he was Boy Scout, maybe he went to camp, but he beat the crap out of another person. And, the karate master says, what you did to that boy he wouldn't call fighting. Jason makes a comment about how he has brittle bones. It's like, oh man, Jason, like, Jason maybe wasn't always the nicest before he was a ranger. But you see a lot of this in the characteristics of him now, and how the karate master, and I don't think they actually say his name, but you know, basically I'm telling him, you think you're worthless, you think you're weak, I can teach you how to channel it, I can, you know, teach you how to become afraid of nothing, as opposed to right now he's thought Jason was afraid of pretty much everything. He goes on to say, is it tough? It's the toughest road you'll ever walk, but if you decide to take it, it may turn you into someone who isn't afraid of anything, which is really good because they're being chased by giant dinosaurs. Or raptors, or I don't know, like dog things? I don't really know what these are, but you get to see, and I love the Rangers in their new suits, because at the end of the last issue, remember, they realized that they had swapped suits, and suit colors, I should say, and couldn't morph back into their normal one, but we actually get to see them fight in this one, which is great. And I mean, they fight anyway, they fight like they fight, but just seeing the different colors and imagining that's Trini in a red, that means a lot. I like seeing it. They easily take down, without any weapons, without anything, they take down all of the Velociraptor dragon puppies. We will call it that, but they get this, and I love this shot of this right here of Trini. I really love it. You see the worry in her eyes. You see her they don't know if they're going to be able to make it back, and that's pretty much what this entire thing is that if we can get back, you know, Jason's like, oh, I can't wait to tell Billy I've been on another planet. Yeah, if you get back, you gotta remember, buddy, you have to make it back home. But they came up with an idea together to maybe try to boost their signal, because there are billions of different galaxies or whatever, boosting their signal by putting their communicators together and hopefully breaking through. Back to the command center, where the rest of the Rangers are with Zordon, trying to explain to him, because, I mean, this is minutes, you know, 30 minutes after they got sucked through the portal or less. They're telling Zordon, look, they got sucked into, as Zach would say, a giant rock donut, and right now they're just concerned about, are they dead? You know, is this something that they can survive? What's going on? Zordon assures them, if Rita went through it, I mean, they probably just went through it with Rita. Wait, that's the best case? Is that they're on another? Good luck, Rangers. Good luck, Rangers. So he thinks they're fine. So Alpha's already, you know, scanning, and they're going to do whatever they can to find them and bring them home. However, you are missing 2 Rangers right now, and there's no Tommy in this book to call on Tommy, you know, whenever crap's going bad and the Dragon Sword comes in and kicks butt, takes names. That's not happening in this, because there's no Tommy. We got 3 Rangers. You don't have a Megazord. Now, I could, do you argue, well, I mean, couldn't one of them just drove the Rex? But it takes all 5 of them to command that Megazord. This isn't like, you know, Ninja Steel, where they can just have one person command the whole thing. Like, back in the day, you needed the team to do the Megazord, and without 2 of the 5, well, they're missing a body and a leg, and, well, it's just not gonna work. I can't just, with one. I got 2 arms, just hop. Get. I don't really know where I was going with that. Well, the Rangers are also concerned that maybe this is just a part of Rita's strategy of to divide and conquer. Billy comes in with the fact that there are hundreds of billions of galaxies. After the Rangers, after Zach and Kim leave, Billy has a moment with Zordon, and that's kind of where they both go, look, I know it, you know it. It's almost going to be impossible to find them just by this search alone. Zordon said, let the power protect them. They're going to keep, that's kind of one of those, like, Billy the smart guy and Zordon the smart guy, like, they're not going to worry Zach and Kim with this because there's just too much other stuff going on. Speaking of other stuff going on, I'm not going to actually talk about Rita quite yet. I'm going to just take care of some of the background kind of stuff that's happening during. You see, one, Jason is not there to teach his karate class, which, 6 years going from, like, not knowing what he's doing to teaching a class. That is dedication to your craft, Jason. Congratulations for that. But you have Mr. Zach, and you see this look on the students' faces. He's like, hip-hop keto. I'm like, what? Ooh. Lighting takes a while to refocus. Not exactly sure what's going on with it. But then you have Ernie. Gotta love Ernie. Gotta love Ernie. Telling him, hey, man, what's Jason gonna think? You're turning all of his martial artists into, like, dancers, to your dance troupe. He's like, oh, no, it's just for a bit. And Zach had to think of something on the fly and said, oh, he had food poisoning, which is why he's going to be gone. He's going to be covering him for the week. Of course, Ernie says, Jason just texted me saying his aunt was sick an hour ago. If you guys want to play hooky, at least get your story straight. I like that he wasn't going to tell. He did kind of have this, like, look at that Ernie look. All right, boys, get your story straight. But a text today? Like, that's really weird because they're not in the universe. They're in our universe, but a different galaxy. Let's not get into the universe theories about Power Rangers. All right, let's go. So Zach's go, okay, we got to talk to Billy. The other thing, there's two. One was the text to Ernie, and another one was Kim was going to go talk to one of their teachers, but Mrs. Appleby. Of course it was Mrs. Why? Did they even have another teacher? She was talking to Mrs. Appleby about getting an extension for Jason and Trini's papers, because life does tend to go on, which Miss Appleby informed them that their papers were uploaded from the library today. Ernie got a text today. Our Rangers aren't here. What's going on? And this isn't a rhetorical question where I'm going to tell you what happens like a few pages later. We don't know yet. So then it's just a whole nother like cliffhanger that's going to be stuck out there for us. How is it that they're not there? Who's sending this stuff? Because, as we learn really quick, it wasn't Billy. Billy's been on the search with Alpha and Zordon this entire time. So Billy is not the one taking care of all this. But they do break through. I'm going to go back to Rita now before I say breakthrough, because that's where their stories combine. Actually, right before that, there is this one page. Finster and Baboo. Now, Baboo, remember last issue, they're kind of having some conversation about who's the favorite, which absolutely, if you haven't read the last issue, again, just do it, just for the squats line about, what if I'm not really her favorite? What if she just has really bad aim? I'm sorry, it just makes me chuckle. So Baboo comes in and he's talking to Finster. Finster is trying to finish the Stabosaurus Rex. Fire name, the Stabosaurus Rex. So that is what Finster is trying to finish right now. But Baboo comes in and he's kind of doing that whole, how many worlds has Rita conquered without even having to step foot on them because of your monsters? It's like, I've never bothered to count. I merely create what my Empress demands. Baboo's starting to play this little thing in his ear, asking what, I was just imagining what glorious monsters you could come up with if perhaps you were the one deciding. And this gives a very interesting look from Finster right there. That is a look. Finster is very, very loyal to Rita. Squaw and Baboo are already saying, I mean, he's obviously her favorite. And now we're starting to see something with Rita out of the castle, or palace, I guess you could say. What is going on with these henchmen right now? And we haven't seen much of Goldar in this. Is Goldar, I mean, Is he falling from... I mean, he was fighting in the last one, but he's not the brains of the operation. Baboo, though, he's got some stuff going on. If he can get Finster on his side, this could be interesting. Baboo is telling him just that Rita might be stifling you creatively, even. Guys, this review is already getting a little long. There's just so much that happened for all of these characters in different ways. Let's get back to Rita and talk about what she has been doing. Boom! She's got some spears up against her throat and being led somewhere with a big monologue going on it. The city which you now stand is one of the oldest on the planet. It was built by my ancestors, Kedri slaves, over 10,000 years ago. After 10,000 years, I'm free! I don't know, that would just, imagine if Rita Repulsa and Bernie Sanders had a kid. I'm pretty sure that's what that impression was. I'm sorry, Barbara Goodson. I'm so sorry. But with every battle, with every time people have tried to take that city, they have grown stronger. And now, Rita is talking to a lady in a throne, which is very interesting, because usually Rita is the one in the throne. She is the warrior queen Adriel, the 164th ruler of the Kedri, and she calls Rita the Liberator. Rita goes on to say, what, a mother can't look onto her children. Rita, come to find out, was the one who freed the Kedri from the Breel. The Breel, and then you'll find out later in the book, but basically the Kedri were like, we could have been crucified for just looking at the Breel. Rita was their savior. Rita was the one who brought them their own freedom and salvation or whatnot, which is just a weird thing to think of when you think of Rita. I mean, maybe it was still, under her rule or whatever, but, they seemed happy enough. But apparently other imposters have came and tried to be Rita Repulsa, and they're not, and then they have her, well, if you really are the great Rita Repulsa, then prove it. And she did. She killed all of them. Well, not all of them, but everybody who tried to attack her. What do you do? She comes to them. She came to request a favor. Very, very interesting that she is going to the Kedri to ask a favor. People who clearly already love her and adore her because she freed them. We get back to the Rangers, and here's where a few more things all start coming together. The Rangers finally get a look through the viewing globe of Jason and Trini, seeing that they are okay, which Zach points out, something is wrong with your globe, their colors are wrong, in which they go, actually, fun thing about that, they actually are completely fine. But then their signal starts going out, and why does their signal start going out? Because they have company, and who is it? It's the Kedri. So, Rita knows the Rangers are there, or is this completely just... I don't know at this point. You would think Rita was there, Rita sent them out, Rita saw that her Mega Putty grabbed two of them and they're somewhere in there. You would think Rita was the one who got the Kedri to come after the Rangers. However, you realize the Rangers just landed on a foreign planet. Those could just be simple, a wave of, warriors searching the perimeter and sees them. I don't know, and I like that I don't know, because you don't know the exact way that this battle is happening. But they get a fight, and they get a fight with each other's weapons, which is really cool. You hear Jason going, how do you fight with these things? As he's used to the big sword. And Trini gives us this back off, you tatted up alien elf pack. First off, well done. Mama's got the big sword now. Trini, I love ya. I love ya. Oh, Mama's got the big sword now, and she's taking people down. But then another weird thing happens. Again, this thing is jam-packed this month. While they're on the planet, Trini thinks she hears Jason say, we should run. Wait, did you say that? No, I didn't. Huh, can you read my thoughts? Can you read my thoughts? Run! That's more or less what happened in a very shortened version. And then they jump off a cliff to escape everyone. They do. They actually jump off of a cliff, and that's the end of the Jason and Trini arc for this comic. They jumped off a cliff. Yeah, and I feel like I should say something else after that, but They just jumped off a cliff to escape them. Then, okay, so here we go. Billy and Kim. Oh, there's a kitty with a collar. Oh no. There's a stray cat outside. I gotta go get like food. Man, it's cold too. It's only like 23. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up. The cat seems to be under my deck right now in my backyard. So, I'm not gonna show it to you because it's all full of leaves and it's really crappy looking, but let's just get back to it. Billy is finally confiding, and we just found out last issue, but Billy's confiding in Kim that he got a car. He knows he's super lucky, but before he gets to really go on, you just see Kim zoning off, looking at Matt. Matt's kind of talking to a girl. Kim's doing the like, I mean, she didn't really do that because she's Power Ranger, but I'm doing it for her. So, of course, Billy, he's only doing it to make you jealous, and they still haven't talked in, you know, weeks and weeks and weeks. And Kim, yep, I'm getting fries, toodles, goes up to the bar, talks to Ernie, and I like the line that she likes her fries where she could play darts with him, extra crispy. Totally. I'm a fan of crispy fries, very much. Oh, but this is just a Liz tidbit, fries, malt vinegar. Just do it, Brits, where are you at, Brits? Let him know. Had it once, life changed forever. Put malt vinegar on your french fries. Anywho, while Kim is waiting for her fries, she has Mr. Eugene Skolovich come up to her and, you know, hey, how you and Matt doing? Unless you're still in mourning. So, what do you say? Me, you, tomorrow night? Anything you want to do? As she walks off, anything? You know what? Sure, Skull. Why not? This look at the look on Skull's face. He's just so happy. And you go, wait, seriously? You're saying, okay. And instead of just, I love what they've done to Bulk and Skull in these books. And he doesn't just go, yeah, like crazy. Kimberly Hart, I swear you will not regret it. And something crazy is probably gonna happen, but I really like it. Wrapping it up on the very last, it's a front and back page, Rita and the Kedri are going to a certain place. It's like a procession. She is being led. She's on a chariot going to it. And so, what is it? It's going to be awesome. It is, and I'm going to tell you before I get up to it, the Temple of Repulsa. That is what they are going to. Some of the Kedri actually worship it, pray to it, convinced it holds the secrets of the universe, to which Rita replies, in a matter of speaking, I suppose it does. Before, then they go on to just, this temple, it's a monument to their salvation. The leader, Adriel, I believe it was, saying, you know, no one has stepped foot in generations. Her army watches over it day and night. This is a sacred thing to them. But she goes on to say, if this means so much to my people, if you enter, I can't let you go in there without me. I can't let you go in without me being able to also see what we're looking at. And she goes, I had no intention of doing so, meaning I had no intention of leaving you behind. In fact, I'll need you and every soldier you can spare. This day is proving to be extremely interesting. To which they arrive. The Temple of Repulsa. But what's inside? I mean, the leader goes, if I'm to accompany you, what is it we're going to retrieve? I mean, like as anyone, like I'm going to a place. What am I doing? What am I doing? Within that new temple is a new beginning and the end of the Power Rangers. Da da da. Holy cow. I really enjoyed this issue, and it wasn't until today, like when I reread it before talking about it, and as I talked about it, I realized that there's so much going on in this story, and this is classic. This is what we were saying, you know, what's going to come after Shattered Grid. It's going to have to have a really good story to stand up to what we had been expecting, and absolutely loving it so far. Ryan Parrott hasn't skipped a beat. This story has led perfectly. It's flowing well. The characters, you know, I'm sitting here worried about Jason's dad. Like, how's that gonna go? And Trini's mom thinking in her head, oh, she's really excited to be with a boy, or, you know, maybe she has a boyfriend or something, and all of a sudden as she goes missing, maybe she'll think she ran away with him. I mean, come on, like, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I am really excited for it. I hope you are too, and I hope you kind of enjoyed a little bit back of just Ranger Liz hype. Feels good. Feels good to be back. So that is it for the comic review. I will be seeing you guys every Friday on the Ranger Week in Review. Mighty Morphin 33 comes out this Wednesday, or today. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this Tuesday or Wednesday, but Mighty Morphin 33 is coming out. Be sure to pick it up. Beyond the Grid. It's going good places. I like it. I will see you at the next review, guys. My name is Ranger Liz. Have a fan-freaking-tastic day, Ranger Nation. Doodles.